beautiful people of TikTok and YouTube. So I noticed that I've gotten some more followers on the TikTok. For those of y'all who aren't familiar with me, it was Missy's Naturals. That first TikTok account got permanently deleted and banned because I was talking about the bullshit FEMA was doing in the Appalachia region. Anyway, so this is why this one is so low. Let's get to business. So I have been doing herbs for about 21 years now, and I have a website, Missy's Naturals. It was formerly Homestead Mama. I had a YouTube channel where I did the whole homestead thing with my kids, garden, herbs, all that. And I've been making my own products and been in business for myself for 10 years, 9 years. Been on YouTube, I think 10 or 12. I'm not sure, but I've been officially selling herbal products for 9 years. And what I wanted to do was kind of introduce some of y'all new people to me. So I'm Melissa Corley. I also go by Missy. And I actually have been doing lately more herbal products because I've been out of work. And I've been doing a documentary basically on my hand. I burned my hand, 2nd and 3rd degree burns at work due to a defective tea strainer that was not draining, backed up, burned my hand pretty good. And I had missed out on a couple opportunities. Last week I had the chance to go to Nashville and do a model shoot, like a mommy model shoot. Anyway, missed out on that. And I also ended up missing out on my daughter's soccer because the pain was so bad and my skin was just melting off and I couldn't just go anymore. So I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. I have to keep it covered. I'm fixing to go run in a little bit. I have to keep it covered, but man, it looks so good. So I make this now with purchased organic herbs, and I have my own essential oil business. The organic herbs in here that I purchase and the essential oils are all food grade, gas chromatography lab tested. So this is what I've been doing for years. This is no new deal. But here's what my hand looks like. The Super Salve contains comfrey, and a lot of people are not familiar with the effects of comfrey. Comfrey is also called knit bone, knit flesh. It works whether it's used internally, you can ingest it, eat it, whatever. You can grow it. I've been over it, it's really hard to grow. And jewelweed, as well as plantain, and some other herbs for infection. Now, if you're not careful and you're using a product with comfrey and it grows back the tissue really fast and there's an infection or dead tissue underneath, you're going to have a problem, because what's going to happen is you're going to end up busting that new wound open because it's going to fester or it'll go inside and create a septic type problem. So you want to know what you're doing. I'm actually selling this now as a kit. A lot of people have asked me for the recipe. I'm only giving the recipe to someone who's willing to make a purchase of the kit, and you'll get the recipe, you'll get all the ingredients, the essential oils, the herbs. You'll get 2 containers to put it in. You'll get a label. Excuse me. You'll get the herbs and essential oils and the beeswax needed, and the only thing you'll have to provide is the olive oil and a smidge of coconut oil to make it in the salve. But you'll get the recipe and you'll get a video on how to make it. So if you're interested, my Super Salve, I now have a kit on how to make it so you can do it yourself. And I'm going to go through the herbs, I'm going to go through what they do, and I'm going to go through, why I put certain herbs and certain oils in there. But this is 13 days post 2nd, 3rd degree burns by using my Super Salve. My skin was burned all the way up to here. I'll put another picture up so the people that are new to my channel can see. All of this is new skin, and this right here that's just refusing to heal, I guess is the strip that's like 3rd degree. But all that new skin, my lawyer, the doctor, they're all like, holy cow, look at how it's healed. I actually had to miss a modeling shoot over this because the skin was just freaking melting off. It was an accident at work, but it could have been avoided anyway. So that's getting handled, but my skin is, look at how well it's healing. All this new pink skin kept wanting to fester up, and there was like an infection forming or something here. I don't know if that, I'm not a doctor, so I can't really say, but I know since you doing the hospital recommended thing, and then the new skin coming up and using my super salve. I use it morning and night. Sometimes if it's hurting or burning, I'll use it throughout the day. 2nd and 3rd degree burns, and we're just before 2 weeks, and look at how well it's healed. I've never had anyone say it did not work. And had I had access to it instantly, I don't think this burn would have been near as bad. So, yeah, it's a godsend. I've never had anybody give me a negative feedback on it. The comfrey is what heals the tissue so fast. I know had an Amish friend that had some teeth work done, and his wife blended comfrey up in a smoothie in the blender for him to kind of suck on and then digest, and heals tissue up super fast. Anyway, so there that is. I'm super happy I'm gonna put the picture up over there of what it looked like when I finally went to the doctor. It actually looked worse before that, but the pain got so bad. Now, wild herbs. For those of y'all that want to learn, I'm gonna get back to doing more wild herbs and more herbal talks and more herbal things, because I'm wanting to just focus on that right now. Being able to stay at home and do this from like I used to. I used to do this full time on YouTube. So here's what I got yesterday, and here's how I'm going to use the stuff I harvested yesterday. All right, so I invented and wrote for Countryside Magazine, and I wrote for a couple of other articles and blogs. I invented a product called Wildfire Cider, and I've locked those videos down. A couple people have asked me for the recipe. So here are some oranges that have honey and cinnamon and that have been dehydrated that are going to go into the Wildfire Cider kit. I'll explain that later. But there are things that I use from the wild. I went ahead and got me some beauty berries yesterday when I was out there. There's some of my essential oils. Those are my personal bottles. Here's some beauty berry leaves, and I'll tell you how I'm going to use those later. But right now, I'm going to wash. I'm not selling these. I'm going to wash these up, and then I'm going to put them on the tray to dehydrate. And they're going to dehydrate at 200. I turn the edges up, and if anybody's interested in watching how to use those, you can use them for jelly, but they're not they just don't look too lively. I'm not using them for jelly. This is the crappy winged sumac that I was able to harvest yesterday, and I'm going to keep this for myself, personal use, just because they were not as productive and abundant as I thought they should have been. They're also not the bright orange or red. You can see kind of the color in there, the orange or red, but they did not turn out anything like I'm looking for, so I'm just going to order them online. So this winged sumac berries, not these particular ones. These are going to be for personal use. And this is going to go into the Wildfire Cider kit. Okay, so if you are interested in learning more about herbs, how to use them, wild harvesting herbs, finding herbs in the wild and how to use them, survivalist kind of stuff, medicinal kind of stuff, essential oils, stay tuned. You can check my YouTube out. It's Missy's Naturals and Holistic Healing. And you can check out my website. I will have the Wildfire Cider kit put together when I have all the ingredients and can explain it much like I have the Super Salve and that kit. So now's apparently a little bit too late. I started on this 20 years ago. A lot of people are now starting to realize, oh my gosh, we might need to start learning some stuff. Well, yeah, yeah. Hope it's not too late, but I'll be happy to teach what I know. And y'all have a blessed day.